Good morning, Sci-Fi Bry here, the video guy. Promised you guys the power plant. Couldn't sleep this morning. Sleeping in the car has been getting rough. It's getting colder, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna get up and go do my audit, and I'm gonna get this sunrise. It is just absolutely beautiful, guys. It's amazing how blue the sky is and how red these clouds are reflecting the sun. It is just, the camera doesn't pick it up. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. And yeah, it's just not picking up the blue behind the clouds on my camera. You can kind of see it. And it's about 5 minutes to 6 now, I believe. The power plant is right over here. I wanted to get the lights too on here. It's still flashing. There's actually 2 stacks. You can see the other one. The grass is really dewy this morning because, like I said, it got cold last night. And back over here, there's a fence. This is actually a water treatment plant right next to it. And there's a fence line. Then there's a trail that if you want to go fishing back there, it's publicly accessible. And we used to go fishing back there all the time. There's a really cool catwalk in that back there. So what I'm going to do is instead of making the video so long, I'm going to pause it and I'm going to go a little bit closer to where the catwalk starts and everything, and I'm going to start filming, and then I'm going to walk through the park. I'm going to pause it again, and then I'm going to go out onto there is a sidewalk in front of the water treatment plant, but it stops right before the power plant. So I got to be careful that I'm still on a public easement, and I'm still learning about that, guys. So but yeah, there she is, Alliant Energy. I believe it's called the Waterside Power. Water something, I forget. We'll see the sign when I get into the front. So I'm gonna pause it now and we'll see you in a little bit. Okay, as you can see, this path is really overgrown and a lot of cobwebs. I am still brushing them from my face, and a lot of sticker buds. It attaches to your clothes. This is the back of the water treatment plant right here. And this is the back of the power plant. You can see how overgrown this is. I'm almost to where the catwalk is. For those of you that don't know me and haven't been watching my videos, we live in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. And it's about, it might be a little after 6 now. And this is Lake Michigan. Look at how beautiful this is, guys. This is open to the public back here. As kids, we used to go fishing back here all the time. And in the 80s, they had an overpopulation of carp. And they would allow us to snag in the rivers, the Sheboygan River. And we used to come back here and do it as well. This is called the Edgewater power plant. And like I said, back here they have a really cool where they intake water, and they also have an outtake too. And so there would be like this bubbling, I mean, you can see it, and I'll show you. I'm gonna get that on video. It's warmer there, so the fish, we might even see some fish this morning. It's been a while since I've been back here, and man, it's overgrown. I'm having a hard time. This isn't as bad as it was before I started filming again, but just to get an idea how big this place is. There's catwalks, and it is big. I don't know how it compares to the rest of them in Wisconsin, but pretty cool back here, man. If you want to a place to have some beers or something like that, or take a girl and be nice and private, this is where I would come. I've camped out on the beach here plenty of times. In my younger days, you know, we used to take acid and come out here. And those days are long gone, but boy, the memories. Now here's a trespass sign. But like I said, this is open to the public. Check this out, guys. Oh, almost lost my step. There's a door open here that I've never seen inside of here before. That's pretty cool. Yeah, we might get contact today. As all good auditors know, and I learned from the best, is what you don't want is contact. You want them to respect your right to film. And that's what we're doing today. We're just trying to document this property and this power plant. And exercise our right to film, which is our First Amendment of the Constitution. One of the many freedoms that a lot of people are trying to take away from us or think we don't have, and it's all about education. So like I said, we just gotta go a little further yet, and I'll show you where the bubbling up is. And oh, I don't remember ever seeing this before. It's on their side of the fence. I don't know how that would help. And the fence is locked here. But yeah, beautiful morning, beautiful sunrise. A few boats out there getting some early fishing in. It's Saturday, Labor Day weekend, 2019, guys. So anybody that watches this video years from now, just trying to give you an idea of when I took the video. Oh cool, there's another door open. These doors were never open ever in all the times I've ever been back here. I zoomed in a little bit. Looks like all I'm going to get is a stairwell there. But pretty cool. Okay, we're getting closer now. Yeah, this is very overgrown and wet, so I'm gonna be changing my socks probably. Oh wow, this is really overgrown. Holy shit. I'm thinking I could get up on here and walk on top of this. As far as I know, see, there's a public fishing sign there still. Can't really focus in on it. At least on my screen, it doesn't look like it. I'm just gonna try to mash down here a little bit some of this stuff. It's like a war zone. Wow, these people don't come back here anymore. All right, I'm getting up. It's a little hairy. Never had to do this before. Usually maybe this is the new trail. Everybody just gets up on top of here. All right, I made it. See, they have signs for the public back here. Garbage can is not disposable of any fish. Take fish home with you. Danger, keep away. Okay, here's the sign. I got a little fence behind me, so I can't get too far back, but Wisconsin Power and Light Company, Edgewater Power Plant, public fishing area. We're happy to provide you with this facility. However, this is a private property, and we request that you abide by the following rules. Use this faculty in your own risk. Follow fishing regulations. No defacing of property. Do not climb on fences and railings. Blah, 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 blah. failure to comply with these rules will result in the closing of this facility. So it's open to fishing, it's open to the public, guys. And that's why I'm here. There's a no swimming sign. Dangerous undertow, and that's because of the intake, which is right down here. I'm going to show you. Here's a sign. I'm not sure what this is talking about, but U3 and 4 condenser cooling water, service water, U3 and 4 boiler blowdown discharge to Lake Michigan. And so that is where the warm water comes in. And oh wow, usually this is all just bubbling up like big time, and you can actually see the bottom here. I haven't been here in so long. Usually you get fish that come in, they love to kind of bask in the warm water. And I am seeing some bubbles a little bit further out, but wow, I didn't realize how shallow this was. You can see the bottom, guys. I don't think they use this like they used to anymore. Huh. So there you have it. This is the back of the power plant. You can see this huge stack right here. It's right in front of me. And this catwalk. And over there's another big no swimming, dangerous undertow sign. And there's our beautiful sunset, guys. Okay, I'm gonna be pausing in here. The only, as far as I can go is to the other side of this little, whatever you want to call this thing. If it's not really a building. It's just an intake and outtake apparatus or whatever, and it's pretty cool. It's very old. Been here since I was a kid, and I am 48. And once you get to the other side, you can see the fence, the cement stops, and then you're basically climbing on rocks, and you are able to go that way and fish off over there and stuff, but because it's morning and it's wet, I think I'm just going to go ahead and pause it here, and I'll see you guys in the front of the water treatment plant. Okay guys, I'm back out here from the fence line. I wanted to start it early and talk about this park a little bit. If you go on YouTube and you look up Sheboygan Shooting Park, in the 60s and 70s, this used to be very popular with the young people, the hippies, whatever. They used to hang out here, and there's videos of them having a music festival here, and you can see way over here. My SUV is parked in the driveway, or in the parking lot there. The woods on the other side of that you can see, real thick. There's no grass over there, it's woods. That's where the police used to have a shooting range. And that's why it was called Shooting Park. It's now called Lakeside, I believe. And they don't use that for shooting range anymore. Right on the other side of that woods, which is about 2 blocks long, I'd say 2 city blocks. There's a bar, and it's one side's all residential on the other side of the woods. So anyways, and I was thinking about it on the way here. I was talking about having a good audit and not having contact. I just want everybody to know that I'm not a pussy. This is where I grew up, and I just want to be respectful around here. If I get contact and they're rude, well, hey, guess what? They're going to be famous. And like I said, I've learned from the best. Big fan of High Desert Community Watch, and Jeff is here. I watch those guys every single day, guys. And if you want to learn something, go ahead and watch their page and subscribe to them, and you're going to learn a lot. I've been watching them for a couple years, and I finally got the nerve to actually do this. I feel like I know what I'm doing. I know what to say. I'm not afraid to go to jail for my rights. And with that being said, like I said, I just want to exercise my right to film out here and show you guys the power plant. If we get contact, hey, That'd make the video probably better, right guys? But like I said, every good auditor knows that if they respect our right to film, they get a pass as far as the audit goes. What's sad is we've got a emerald ash borer problem around here in Wisconsin, and all these trees, a lot of them are I'm not sure if it's the bug or the plant that's called ash borer, but they're infected and they've been cutting down. You can see, we used to have picnics here a couple years ago, like every Sunday. Everybody would bring something, you know, just a big party, volleyball, fun in the park Sundays. And I came in here after a couple years of not being here, and there's about 50 trees cut down, guys. It is really sad. And I'm not a tree hugger in any sense, but like I said, man, a lot of memories in this park. And it's just nothing but stumps, dude. This whole front, I mean, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm counting like 20 of them just in the front here that I can see, just from walking over here. I don't know if you can see how wet this grass is, but it's very dewy this morning. I'm almost to the sidewalk, and then our audit will start back up. I just wanted to show you the back of that. I couldn't do this audit without showing you guys that public accessible area in the back. I just always thought it was so unique and so cool. Right across the street here we have Watchery Industries. It's an aluminum foundry, and my socks are soaked now. Not soaked, but halfway. So this is on the corner of Washington and Lakeshore Drive in Sheboygan, and very nice, very beautiful morning out here. I used to actually live on this road about a mile down, and the next road is called Weeden Creek. And this Lakeshore Drive, you know, if you think about the Lakeshore Drive, it's LSD, and then Weeden Creek is down there. So I used to tell people I lived on the corner of LSD and Weeden, and we sure did party. Had a huge Halloween party one time with a band, costume party, Wapatuli. I had a couple hundred people show up, and it got to the point where the sheriff showed up, and there was minors there. I don't know who brought them, how they found out about it, but it got to the point where the sheriffs were actually really cool. They just wanted all the minors out. They gave us a chance for all the minors to leave. People were making a lot of noise in the backyard. There's a little pond in the back, and they're out there partying, pissing, and whatever. And the neighbors were concerned about the minors. So all we had to do is, I told all the minors they had to leave. As far as I know, I'm sure there were still a few that stayed, but they all left, and we had a very good night. A lot of good memories. So this is the water treatment plant, and in the background you can see the power plant. And you can see I'm on the public sidewalk. So I think I'm just gonna stay here for a moment and get some more footage of this. Oh wow, maybe not, that sun is blinding. I was gonna stop at my car maybe and get my sunglasses. The sun wasn't up that I needed them yet when I started this, but I'm just gonna have to bear with it, guys. Yeah, I always wanted to, I mean, I don't know if the camera will pick it up. I'll try zooming in, but there's a little place where they come out from the stack way up there, and you can come, there's like a catwalk or whatever that goes around the stack. And I always thought, man, it'd be so cool to go up there and look at the city and the lake from there, because I believe that's taller than anything around here in the city. Definitely taller than our big bank downtown, and the only thing that might be taller is if you guys want to look up, we have the largest flagpole in the nation at Acuity Insurance in Sheboygan, which is maybe 2 miles from here. It is huge. The first flagpole they started with wasn't sturdy enough. Don't ask me how big the flag is because I don't know the dimensions in that, but it is ginormous. And it's kind of cool that we have the biggest flag in the nation, or the biggest flagpole. I don't know if it's the biggest flag, but you know, that's pride right there. That's something. So as you can see, the sidewalk just ended here, but I believe this is still a public easement. So I'm just gonna go forward here and stay as close to the road I can and still be safe. There's railroad tracks that come through here that they still use, as far as I know. Wow, did you hear that? It sounded like a computer with an echo. That was wicked. It's like Optimus Prime or something. So, no admittance. Alliant Energy employees only. Pedestrians must use badge. Firearms and weapons are banned on these premises. All your typical signs, folks. Right here is the sign that says it's the Alliant Energy Edgewater. I don't know how well that's going to focus. I'm going to actually try to get a little bit closer. And I'm gonna get a little closer to this sign. I see this post here, which is, I'm not sure what, but it's optical cable for charter communications. So I believe that this would still be a public easement. Right here we are, Alliant Energy Edgewater Generating Station. Look at this place, guys. It is huge. Sorry about the sun. But when I first drove by here this morning, I wanted to check out where the sidewalk ended and everything. And this lady was riding through this parking lot. And this parking lot is for contractors and whatnot. And she's riding her bike through here, and on the other side over there, there's an entrance. This is the exit. But I wanted to just pull in and do a Y and turn around. I didn't want to come in on private property. And I'm sure there's cameras around here and whatnot. And she was in the middle of the driveway and I couldn't get in without her moving in. She said, seriously? Well, I had my window down and I said, lady, you're on private property, so you got nothing, basically. Not in those words, but I was trying to be nice, but she was rude to me. So it says pedestrians must use badge. They have to go up this catwalk across the tracks. And then there's, looks like a little security building over here. And if I get contact, I'm thinking somebody's in there and they're gonna see me filming. And they're gonna come out and address that, but I don't wanna get too close. It says contractor parking, which, you know, it's probably public accessible, this parking lot, but I'm just trying to be safe, guys. I'm close enough. A huge cell phone tower over here that I never noticed on their property. Look at that baby. That is just crazy to me. A lot of people think that's where the migraines come from and all kinds of cancer and whatnot. But this goes on for probably another 4 or 5 blocks. But this is the mother of the buildings here. They just remodeled this within the last 10 years and it added and went up and out on the buildings. So it almost looks like I could see somebody in there. Man, it'd be great if I could get a tour, or if I could get in there. Actually, right here is the main security, I think, where they would be. So this is our Sheboygan power plant, Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Saturday, Labor Day weekend. It's getting a little bit later here, so I'm getting more cars. Across the street here, I believe they own all this property too, and there's nothing. It's just all fenced off. And there's another fence on the other side near the woods there, and the deer can't even come in there, which is sad. They could at least let the wildlife come in on their property. But I understand people can come through the woods, and a lot of guys have off-road trucks like myself. And man, we used to trespass and go off-roading all the time when we were kids. We'd be on the beach and everything else. Now where Whistling Straits golf course is, there used to be what they call the bomb shelter. And it was exactly what it sounds like, guys. And there, if you know about Whistling Straits Golf Course, which is on the PGA Tour now, I think they're coming next year. They've been here a few times, and it's all sand dunes out there. So we'd take the Pathfinder out there. A friend had a Pathfinder. We'd load up and, you know, smoke a joint and go for a ride. Man, it was a blast. And so there you have it. I'm just gonna film out here for a little bit and see what happens. Another couple minutes, I guess. I don't think they're trying to mess with me, or they haven't seen me. But this guy's got windows. If he's sitting in there, he can see me. There's a red light. It says you must stop there, so. Wastewater generating station. Don't ask me. I mean, as far as I know, it's not nuclear. There would be big, huge, wide nuclear silos, I think, if it was. This is all basically, as far I'm not sure, but I guess they use water. But like I said, it didn't look like they were intaking or outtaking any water back there at this time of day. Maybe I don't know if I came back at a different time, if it would start up, but there you have it. I promised you guys the power plant, and I got 28 minutes in here, and that's a long video for somebody to watch an audit without any action. So I think I'm gonna log out here. You guys have a beautiful day. I may be going to the Sheboygan County Fair today or tomorrow. We are really broke, but my girl likes cotton candy and maybe a Ferris wheel, so you know, I got to keep her happy. And she's been staying at her sister's, 4 kids. She's got a lot of health problems. The dog needs to get out of the house also, and I'm living in my car. We both need a little something like that, so we may just be spending the rest of the 50 bucks I got in my pocket. We were getting paid on Tuesday morning, so at this time I'm gonna say love, peace, and hair grease. Hasta luego. I'm just gonna pause it. If I get any contact, I'll start it back up, but peace out, guys.